Hi everyone and welcome back to Newegg TV. My name is Paul and today we're going to be doing an unboxing of this new video card from XFX. This is the XFX R7950 Double D, and before you get too excited, Double D stands for double dissipation. Here's a closer look at the box for starters. Let's talk about some of the technology that's integrated. 7950, of course, is the new AMD Radeon HD 7950, the newest GPU in their 7900 series, the little brother of the 7970 to be more specific. You get 3 gigabytes of integrated GDDR5 memory with this one, so plenty of memory buffer for higher resolutions in particular. We'll get more into that in just a moment. This uses the PCI Express 3.0 bus. Brand new PCIe 3.0 cards are coming out. If you have an older motherboard that has PCIe 2 or 2.1, fear not, this card is backwards compatible and you really shouldn't even suffer much of a performance hit because it's more of a bandwidth issue, and PCIe even 2.0 still has plenty of bandwidth for this video card. It uses a Ghost Thermal technology, which is a custom cooler that's designed by XFX that they've integrated here. Look at all that stuff there. I'm not going to read all that off for you, but we'll go over some of the details here. On the back of the box, we get DirectX 11 support, and with the 7900 series, AMD has promised much enhanced tessellation capabilities, so twice the tessellation as compared to the 6000 series. You also get some integrated physics capabilities, such as the bullet physics engine they're talking about there, and also stuff like partially resident textures. You get 24 times multi-sample anti-aliasing, you get horizon-based ambient occlusion, you get particle physics and fluid dynamics, Shader 5.0, Direct Compute 11 and OpenGL 4.2 support, multi-threading, and HDR texture compression. Moving on down the side of the box here, we have that X-Factor, which they're referring to their hydrocell thermal solution. That is a vapor chamber type cooler that they have integrated, a custom cooler that is not the reference design for the 7950. It's made with high quality components, so you get quality components, of course. You get a 2-ounce copper layer on the PCB, you get an IP5X dust-free fan, and you get a fancy XFX logo on your PCIe bracket. Also, let's see, we're going to move up here now. Again, that PCIe 3.0 technology, it's a little bit more information on that there. Oh, I wanted to talk about the memory. The memory frequency, effective memory clock is 1250 megahertz, which gives you 5 gigabits per second of effective memory throughput. This is actually, again, that new GPU. It's based on 28 nanometer manufacturing technology. That memory I referenced is 384-bit memory bandwidth. And then again, more info on the PCIe 3.0. You get the XFX PowerTune utility, which is a software-based utility you can use within your operating system to perform stuff like overclocks. This is a stock clocked card, but it does have that fancy cooling solution, so you can tool around with overclocking. And then down here, we have some awesome resolution information because we're finally pushing past that 1080. That darn pesky 1080 HD resolution barrier. This is showing 1920 by 1200, along with the 2560 by 1600, which it's also capable of, along with 4K, 4096 by 2160 resolution. And to get a little bit more specific, they've actually listed off here 4K ready with DisplayPort 1.2, so if you have a compatible DisplayPort 1.2 display, you can get 4096 by 2160. For HDMI, it has HDMI 1.4a, which will allow you up to 4096 by 3112. And finally, for dual link DVI, you can still rock a 2560 by 1600 resolution monitor. We'll move on with an unboxing and show you guys what all you get if you purchase this card. We have some marketing material about the XFX Pro series of power supplies, also about the other XFX products and accessories that they proudly sell. You get an XFX Do Not Disturb I'm Gaming door hanger here, so you can let your friends and family know that they shall not disturb you because you're gaming, and one is not to be disturbed while gaming. You get a XFX quick installation guide right there to help you along with the hardware installation. Get some info here on the XFX limited lifetime hardware warranty. You get a driver disc with the AMD GPU drivers. Now, it is generally speaking best to head over to the AMD or XFX website to actually download your drivers, particularly with a brand new GPU such as this one. They're going to be continually refining and releasing updates for the drivers, and not only will that help your compatibility with the games that you play, but it will also increase your performance as time goes by and the drivers get more refined. Also, in this little box right here, you get an HDMI to to DVI connector, so that'll give you up to 2 DVI ports with the included connectors. If you don't have an HDMI capable display, you also get a Crossfire bridge, because these are of course compatible with Crossfire X. You can do 2, 3, or 4-card Crossfire X with this. This bracket will allow you to do 2-card Crossfire X. Next up, the video card itself. And finally here is the video card itself. As you can see, it has sort of a silver and black aesthetic going on. There is that double dissipation cooling solution that they're talking about. They've included 2 fans here, and then there has a vapor chamber beneath. So if I flip it around to this side, you can see, well, there's your PCIe 3.0 bracket right there. Physically, it is the same as a PCIe 2.0. And there, if you look from the side, you can see the cooling solution that they've integrated. So directly above the GPU right there is a vapor chamber. It has fins that radiate out on both sides, which the fans are positioned above. So not only will that transfer the heat from your GPU out to that radiator, but also the fans pushing air down over the radiator will also clear away heat from your memory, the PCB, and other components down there that will tend to heat up. Flipping over to this side, which is generally the side that you will see when you have this installed in your computer, you can see a classy little red strip along there. Adds a little bit of bling, and it has the XFX R7950 written on it, as well as the Ghost thermal technology. Over here on this side, you can see your power requirements. You need 2 6-pin PCI Express power connectors in order to power this card, so make sure your power supply has those. Also, make sure you're using, at minimum, as recommended by XFX and AMD, a 500-watt power supply to run this card, but make sure you double-check your system specs to make sure you have plenty of overhead on your power supply as it is. Back on this side, you can see the PCB. It is a dark brown in color. They have used Phillips head screws to mount all of the cooling solution on there, so you can remove it, although there are warranty void stickers over those, so you will be avoiding your warranty if you go ahead and tinker with your cooling solution. Down here you can see your Crossfire X connectors, again, capable of up to quad Crossfire X, and then that's back around to the other side. And what I forgot to do when we first started out was give this a measurement, because that's fairly important. You want to make sure these cards will fit in your case, and it is 10.5 inches long, which really is not that long, especially considering a lot of high-end graphics cards that push 12 inches or more, so should fit in most computer cases out there. And lastly, let's show you this end, because it has a fancy XFX logo. It is a 2-slot card, so it will take up 2 PCI Express slots. And then it's using an entire slot here just for exhaust, and then on the other side you have your dual-link DVI port, also that HDMI 1.4a, and your 2 mini DisplayPort outputs. Whenever a new GPU comes out, they always have what is known as a reference design as well as stock specs. So what XFX has done here is they put a custom cooling solution on here, so this is not the reference cooler, but this is running at the stock specs, so the GPU runs at 800 megahertz. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Once again, this has been the XFX R7950 DD edition. I'm Paul with Newegg TV, and if you enjoyed today's video, please head over to our Newegg YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe for more tech videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.